Take a look at this blood vessel. It is stiff, restricted, and struggling to pulse. When arteries lose their flexibility, blood becomes thick and sluggish, forcing your heart to work harder to push it through tight passages. This restriction leads to colder hands and feet, midday fatigue, and brain fog. But improving your circulation does not require months of extreme diets. You can notice a difference in your blood flow in as little as 7 days. The process relies on a comprehensive one-day circulation blueprint. By structuring your daily routine, you control exactly what your vessels are exposed to from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep. While this is for educational purposes and not medical advice, you will need a few simple grocery staples to begin: leafy greens, beets, citrus fruits, potassium-rich foods, healthy fats, and some specific spices. Following this sequence gives your body the exact nutrients it needs at the precise hour it needs them. It allows your vascular system to naturally repair its own delicate inner lining without restrictive dieting. Step 1 begins the moment you wake up. Overnight, your body loses water through breathing and sweating, leaving your blood slightly dehydrated and thick. Your first requirement is immediate hydration with a full glass of water. Next, you need a specific morning food combination. Pair a nitrate-rich food, like spinach or oats, with a source of vitamin C, such as citrus or berries. This animation shows exactly why that combination works. The green nitrate molecule converts into nitric oxide. Notice how the circular artery cross-section physically expands once the nitric oxide is present. Nitric oxide is your body's natural artery relaxer, and this breakfast actively triggers its production. Keep watching the diagram. If you use antibacterial mouthwash right after breakfast, that chemical conversion gets interrupted. The mouthwash destroys the oral bacteria necessary to process nitrates, causing your nitric oxide output to drop by up to 25%. To complete your morning routine, practice 60 seconds of slow, deep breathing before you eat. This manually lowers your morning blood pressure and opens your arteries before food even hits your system. Providing these specific morning inputs shifts your biology. You move directly from restricted, dehydrated nighttime blood flow to active, relaxed daytime circulation. By midday, your circulation faces a different stress test. Hours of screen time and continuous sitting naturally cause your blood vessels to tighten and restrict blood flow to your extremities. To counter this, your lunch needs to focus on potassium. Potassium actively forces your cells to pump out excess sodium, flushing it completely out of your vessel walls. This chart compares a standard high-sodium blood pressure spike to the response when potassium is introduced. Adding just 1 cup of potassium-rich vegetables to your meal reduces sodium's blood pressure-raising effect by nearly 40%. To assist that potassium, your lunch also requires healthy fats. Omega-3s from salmon, chia seeds, or avocados act as a lubricant, maintaining the physical flexibility of your artery walls. Between lunch and your afternoon tasks, take a 2 to 3 minute movement snack. Simple calf raises or a quick stretch will manually pump the blood upward from your legs. This specific midday combination of potassium-rich foods, healthy fats, and physical movement prevents your blood from pooling and your vessels from stiffening during the most sedentary hours of your day. The afternoon slump is a hidden danger zone for your circulation. This is when cravings for refined sugars and simple carbohydrates are highest, and unstable glucose directly damages healthy blood flow. If you need a snack, use the pairing rule. Always combine a fiber with a healthy fat. Eating an apple with a handful of almonds slows down glucose absorption and protects your artery walls. This split-screen graph illustrates the internal difference. On the left, a sharp glucose spike from a sugary pastry causes the artery to immediately constrict. On the right, a smooth, stable glucose curve from a balanced snack keeps the artery wide and open. To support your hydration through the afternoon, sip on green tea or beet juice. The antioxidants protect the delicate endothelial lining of your vessels from oxidative stress. Then, apply the afternoon microhabit. Take a 10-minute walk immediately after your snack. This short burst of activity instantly cuts any blood sugar spike in half. Stabilizing your blood sugar prevents the temporary inflammatory stiffness that quietly thickens your blood and damages your arteries day after day. Moving into the evening, you need to avoid heavy, salty meals. Eating a high-sodium dinner causes your arteries to tighten and stiffen for hours while you sleep, elevating your nighttime blood pressure. Look at this pie chart. To minimize inflammation, build your evening plate with this exact ratio: half colorful vegetables, 1/4 lean protein, and 1/4 complex carbohydrates. Then top it with 1 to 2 teaspoons of olive oil. You also need to season this plate strategically. Spices like garlic, turmeric, and black pepper contain natural vasodilators that actively repair microscopic damage inside your vessels. But preparation matters. Here is crushed raw garlic resting on a cutting board. Once crushed, you must leave it completely untouched for exactly 10 minutes before cooking or eating it. This 10-minute resting period acts as a chemical trigger. It increases the garlic's active, artery-relaxing compound, allicin, by 50%. Your evening meal serves a highly specific mechanical purpose. It delivers the exact chemical tools your body requires to repair the walls of your arteries overnight. Finally, we reach your pre-sleep routine. Your heart performs its most critical repairs during periods of deep rest. To support this, consume a small, magnesium-rich snack if you are hungry. A banana or a few almonds will chemically calm your blood vessels before you get into bed. Hydration timing here is precise. Drink a small glass of water 1 to 2 hours before going to sleep, but no later, so you do not interrupt your rest cycle. Turn off all screens 45 minutes before sleep. Reducing light exposure ensures steady melatonin production, which directly improves the function of your endothelium. By controlling nighttime stress and supporting melatonin, your arteries can fully heal their microscopic damage. You ensure a stronger, healthier vascular system the moment you wake up the next morning. That is the complete one-day cycle. You provide nitrates in the morning, potassium at midday, glucose stability in the afternoon, and anti-inflammatory repair in the evening. Review this checklist. Write down these core items: leafy greens, beets, citrus, bananas, beans, olive oil, and garlic. Commit to gathering these ingredients today and start day 1 tomorrow. You don't need perfect execution of every meal to see results. The actual arterial healing comes from maintaining this consistent pattern over 7 days. Mastering this daily sequence provides your body with the consistent inputs it needs to maintain flexible, open vessels. This repeatable framework allows you to manage your circulation day by day, building a practical foundation for long-term heart health.